Hello everyone. Today here we are to discuss about Modi Ji 3.0. We know that BJP is going to form government third time in India. So the next 5 year how it will be for the India, for the development of India. So let's start the discussion.
He has also promises for some projects, like he has also talk about the Nari Shakti, and he also talk about the Andhan. So he said that he has promised he will increase the budget in agriculture sector also.
So, good morning, everyone. So, we are talking about Modi 3.0, and as we know that the BJP is forming the government three times. They have made a hat trick in forming the government. So, the Modi is going to take oath on 9 June, 7:15 p.m. And we know that in manifesto, BJP has mentioned many points like Nari Shakti, work for citizens, younger citizens and senior citizens, and he has developed. He is going to develop quality education, world class structure, and in last 10 decades he has done a lot of things, like he has increased the number of highways, airways, metros, and startup also. So I think the government will be good, and we hope for the best.
Okay, so we all know that Modi ji is going to make government three time, and for the third time he has some backup plan, because somewhere he has just lost his last time of you can say the people at that time they just won him and giving him a huge round of vote. But now this time it is not possible for him to win at that margin, but he is going to make a backup plan and definitely make some changes about his decision that he made last years. And I think that these kind of perspectives is being so good and profitable for him and his party, because it is really very necessary for him to think about such facts like Agniveer scheme is not being so much pleased by each and every public. So I think that these kind of are the loopholes from he being lacking, and these kind of things is being just introduced to the public without any even thinking about a lot about it. So I think that these are the loopholes about BJP, how he lost this year's vote. So I think that he will come back with good backup plan. Okay, thank you.
So as we all know that our honorable Prime Minister is going to make his government for the third time, and it is the third time when he is taking oath for the country, and I think he will obviously work hard for many schemes, like what we have seen the results of the election is not in that much favor of the BJP. So he will obviously work for the ground level, like he is not that much connected with the ground level people and all other people. So he must work hard, like he also take many policies for economic growth, and what I have mentioned many agendas in manifesto also, like he can also work on educational policies also, like India we have already we always complain that like we don't have that much good educational policy. So I think he must have to work on that also.
Okay, so we all know that Modi ji is going to become Prime Minister thrice, and he has said some, when we talk about government, so this time Modi ji is going with a coalition government. In coalition government, you have to do lots of things, like you have to also take care of the regional aspiration of the political parties that you are with, and we have domestic policy and we have foreign policy. So if you want to talk about the policies of the government, it will be on three tier. So if you talk about foreign policy, so I think India is trying very hard to get UN permanent seat in UNSC, and India is also trying to reform UNSC, because when UN was formed, it was the challenge and the problem of the world was totally different. But right now we are living in 21st century, and the challenge and the problems of the world is totally different. So India is trying to reform UNO first.
Okay, we know that BJP won the third term of the election, and in their manifesto they talk about the GDP, where they said that in 2014 when they won the first time election, then at that time the GDP is on number 10, and in 2019 second term the GDP is on 5th number, and again they promised that in the third term after 2024 the GDP is in top 3, and the second is he mentioned about that in this short term, many people and many youth, they are going to fulfill their dream, whatever they are thinking, they are get that type of opportunity, and they will get that type of all the facility where they can complete their all the dreams. And the third one is they talk about the regional language, means they talk about that we don't have to be totally rely on the English language and the foreign language. We must be obliged and we must be proud of our regional language or our mother language, and they are going to support on that.
Okay, so we got very good topic, Modi 3.0, and I really believe this opportunity is only got two leaders. First one is Jawaharlal Nehru and second one is Modi ji. Modi ji will take oath on 19th June and equal on this record. And if I talk about manifesto of Modi government, BJP government, so there is lots of promises given by BJP government and lots of things like Modi ki guarantee, and also it will 5 year will go very good.
So okay, we all know that Modi is going to be our Prime Minister third time, and in his manifesto they already mentioned about like what they will do for the next 5 years. Like they have lots of scheme for middle class family, like middle class Parivar Jan Yojana, Garib Jan Yojana scheme, and also they are going to focus on the development of India as well. Like they are planning to develop India as a global manufacturing hub, and also they are going to develop India as a sustainable development. So there are lots of development they want to develop in India for next 5 years.
Okay, we are here to do GD, and today's our topic is Modi 3.0. Now dot on 9th June, Modi is going to take oath as a third times as a Prime Minister, and we know that it is this time means 2024 will be very difficult for Modi government. Yeah, no doubt he will make the party, but we know that because of coalition government means on another hand means like Chandrababu Naidu is demanding for ministry and all, means they are demanding for the Home Minister, Railways and Finance, and on the other hand Nitish Kumar is also demanding for many ministries. It is very difficult to manage because last time in 2019 Modi government won huge, means more than 300 seats, but this time only Modi government won only 240 seats, means as if we compare to last time, this time Modi ji lost 120 seats as a compare of 2024. It was means because public wants to change, because the last time in 2019 they promised a lot. He has promised a lot. I have to do this, but they did nothing. Means people are not getting job. Number of cases is increasing, paper leak cases. Means people are fed up with his decision and all. Means you can't protest. Means you have fundamental rights, but you can't promise. Means in this way they have decided. Means public had decided. Even he makes the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. He lost the Ayodhya seat. It was the great loss for Modi government.
So basically Modi ji is coming again, and we all are very happy that Modi ji is coming again, because if I talk about the manufacturing sector, in manufacturing sector the Modi government is doing a very tremendous work. What are the works? If we see in the defense sector, if we see in the electronic sector, now India is going to promote the productivity. How? Basically Modi government is focusing on producing the defense equipments, the electronic equipments in our country, which will lead to increase the employment, which will lead to increase the income generation, and which will basically lead to increase in the country's GDP, which will lead to help India in becoming a superpower. And if I talk about the education sector, in last decade we can see that 7 IITs and more than 300 medical colleges and more than 350 universities are established in India. So basically we can assume that how Modi government is going to do a tremendous work in the education sector. And Modi government is also focusing on a skill education. Why a skill education? Because in India the leavers that are taking the degrees, that lacks the skills, which lacks the productivity, and that leads to decrease the productivity of the Indian products. So basically if productivity increase, basically if economy, it leads to increase the economy, and now India is going to become the superpower.
So now the election is done. Now we should talk what next 5 years will be. So first, after taking oath, Modi ji is going to Italy for the G7 summit as a guest nation, India as a guest nation to represent his nation. So he has the clear vision that India should be a global power. For that, he will also advocate India to become a permanent member in UNSC, and also in the nation he would like to promote uniform civil code. He will bring uniform civil code and also implement NRC and CA to bring national security and also to bring nationalism in the country. Like, a country should be united for sure. That should be the motive of any political party or any government, that country should be united, and for that we have Citizenship Act, and it should be in India. And for the other education and technology sector, India has a good partnership with USA and Russia. And if we see in the defense sector also, we are having our own indigenous, like we are promoting made in India products in defense sector also. So it is good if we going with a good flow in the next 5 years. We will, like, also it is the last 25 years to become independence of 100 years. So it will be Amrit Kal for sure, if the corruption is less and if the government has a good leader and the action is strict. And for sure, because public has voted not good in a good amount for the BJP, so he know that if he will work, he will next election he will win.